What's good, everybody? I hope y'all are doing well today. Happy Wednesday. I hope that everybody is having a fantabulous day. What's good, L7? What's good? What's good? Three heartbeats, everybody. You know, I typically don't do lives during the weekdays, and I especially don't do lives during the day. But I had my dentist appointment this morning, y'all. I had my dentist appointment, and so I have time to spare. But y'all, don't worry. My baby teeth are doing fine. I'm doing fine. Don't worry. You know, everything is good. But I wanted to come here. What's good, chocolate fruit? Hey, Michi Black. Michi Black, I think you might have me blocked or something because every single time I try to interact with your comments, I'm not able to interact with your comments, and I don't have you blocked. So maybe once upon a time you might have had me blocked, Michi Black. That's the reason why I'm not able to comment whenever you comment underneath my videos. That's one thing too that I have noticed, not just with Michi Black, but just in general. If ever in the past you had a problem with me and you blocked me, then when you do decide to interact over here on my channel, I'm not able to respond to you. It gives me an error message. So I'm not able to respond. So you can't think that I'm being funny or I'm acting shady or whatever because no, I'm not able to respond. What's good, December baby? Hey, Maverick. Look at Maverick coming through. Like always. But anyway, y'all, let me go ahead and get into my little commentary that I was going to have. What's good, Faith? Let me get into my little commentary that I was going to give today. So I think that Nika whines too much. I believe that Nika has a problem now with me because I cash out Pizarro all that money. Let's start there, y'all. Let's be honest. What's good, Bird? Let's be honest, y'all. Because today I clicked on the platform of Nika's because ODS had brought my name up. And I was just minding my business, doing my work, what I can do. And I heard ODS mention my name. So then I had went up there. And so Nika acted like she had a problem with me being there. Y'all, for y'all that got the globe behind y'all name, yes, I do think y'all a coat sometimes. Yes, I do. But for y'all that got the globe behind y'all name, y'all go get Fi Babe. Go get her. Because I actually had almost reached out to Fi Babe. Well, no, I actually did. I sent her an Instagram. What's good, J Truth? I sent Fi Babe an Instagram and I just gave her my little emojis. Y'all know how I put the little emoji with the notepad and the smile? I had put that up in there, but I only did that like 30 minutes ago, y'all. So she probably ain't had time to look at it. But let me tell y'all. So what I'm starting to believe is that Nika is mad that I gave Pizarro that money. Now, this is the thing. I do still feel like Pizarro went against her word. And y'all know me. I'm going to fight everything out to the very, very end. But I believe that Nika has a problem with the fact that I cash out Pizarro $850. What's good, YouTube cameras? Hey, I did. Hey, Diamond. I did. But I was doing it because I thought that she was going to keep part of what she had already said was going to happen. And unfortunately, she didn't keep her word. Which, y'all, you know, the most thing that I think was disappointing about that is people could call Pizarro illiterate. People could call her dumb. People could call her running around with a 9th grade education and all this kind of stuff. But the one thing that you could not call her was disingenuous. And I was able to see in real time that she is a very disingenuous bitch. She is. And, for me to really just see that, when I'm like, so many people think that Pizarro is the most genuine person within that whole group of three. Hey, Mama Cynthia, what she say? She said, I'm not a cult. I go where I want to and carry my globe with me. Look, I believe that whenever you got to have that sticker on you, that means that you had to have a tattoo stamp on you. What's good, Bella? What Bella? I thought that Pizarro, to a certain degree, was a little bit genuine. Because even though people dislike her, Bella, now come on now. Even though people dislike her, I did feel like she was fair to a certain degree. But when I saw that mess, and I put it on my community wall, it's on my community wall, y'all. Where whenever I had sent her that hefty donation, I specifically put in the cash out receipt what it was for. So if you agree to it, then accept it and do what you need to do. But if you disagree, then don't accept it. And see, that's not what she was able to do. What's good, Taylor May? That's not what she was able to do. So I found that interesting, and it's crazy. Like, people have been doing commentary and stuff like this. I don't know why, but I got all the broke hoes talking. Like, broke hoes mad at me talking about, well, why you gave $850? Well, you could have did this, you could have did that. I could have wiped my ass with that $850. But again, the reason why I contacted my bank this morning was based on the principle. It's really just the principle of the situation, y'all. I'm not hurting for a thing. Thank the Lord. I'm very blessed in my life. Thank the Lord. That was not my rent money. I wish my rent was $800, but it's not. But either way, I felt like if I'm going to donate this amount of money, then you should go with what you said. And this is where I saw the hypocrisy first stand out. Because I don't know why Grish trying to come at me. Like, Grish, please leave me alone. Grish, if I had the link with PPP loans, like what you told everybody that I had, don't you know my ass would be in jail already? If I had all of these delinquencies with a PPP loan and bad credit and all this type of bullshit, like what you told these people, now wouldn't I be in jail already? Fact is, if I'm sending a cash out for a particular service, the reason why you type a message up in there is so that it could be understood what it's for. The fact is, I typed my message about what it was for, and Pizarro, she did other things. And I mean, she could say that somebody had paid her more money. Well, if they paid you more money, then give me my money back, because I paid for a service that you did not render. Period. But then, so Nyca over there up on her platform, talking crazy. Y'all, I try to be cool with Lady Nyca and not drag her. I try to. But she makes it very hard to do. Because she has this bias within herself and within her soul. I'm just not able to understand. And it's crazy because she brag about being on 2 quarters and being 50 years old. But she got a petty ass, immature ass, young ass spirit about herself. The fact that she raising kids that are damn near 40, but she got this petty ass spirit about herself. Oh, Bella Joy, I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it. That's why I went on ahead and did what I need to do this morning. But what I think is crazy is that whenever Brooke, remember last week, y'all, Brooke and Nika was going back and forth. where Brooke said that they had a non-verbal contract, or no, they had a verbal contract, but it wasn't a written contract about whether or not Nyca should be discussing her marriage on here. And Nyca went and discussed her marriage on here anyway, even though Brooke said that that's not what she wanted to do. Then all of them over there were saying, well, a contract, it got to be in writing. If you ain't put it in writing, then it ain't a contract. Just because Brooke thought that it was an agreement, because it wasn't up in writing, it wasn't up in writing. Okay, fine and good. Machiavelli. I play with my money because it's mine. Hold on, y'all hold on. Let's do a quick English lesson. This person asked me, why play with your money? Because it's mine, bitch. Why worry about what I'm doing with my money? Fuck. Please. What's good, Karma? Hey, Sally O'Malley. Hey to Barry Addison. The fuck? How's somebody gonna jump up in here and say, why play with your? Bitch, I ain't playing with your money. Let me put this bitch back up here again. Oh, not you, Sally. Let me put this bitch. Bitch, I ain't playing with your money. I ain't playing with yours. I'm playing with mine. Why the fuck you worried about it, ho? Now get the fuck on up out of here if you don't like what I'm talking about. Fuck. People tell me what to do with my device. They tell me what to do with my internet. They tell me what to do with my teeth. They tell me what to do with my gums. They tell me what to do with my hat. They tell me what to do with my motherfucking dimples. They tell me what to do with everything. Now she trying to tell me about what to do with my money, bitch. Until you put some up in my account, bitch. Don't worry about what I play with my money like, ho. Thank you. Sick of that. I'm sick of it. Hey, Shelby. Shelby, I've been thinking about you, and I will touch bases with you eventually. I will. I hope you're doing well. But anyway, child, that person, hey, ladies, man, that person had got me outside of myself, y'all. Let me get myself back together. Damn. Hey, old Denise. So they made a big deal about the fact that Lady Nika and Brooke had a contract that they spoke about verbally about Lady Nika not commentating about Brooke's marriage. They said that contract wasn't real, even though Brooke was like, well, this was an agreement. This is what we had. They said, no, it's not real because it wasn't in writing. Now, I happen to have a contract that is in writing, according to Cash App, because I made sure that I typed my message right there and I put it on my community wall so that y'all could see. And now they saying that ain't a contract. And now Grish talking about I'm doing fraud and all this type of bullshit. Grish, shut the fuck up and kiss my ass, Grish. Kiss my damn ass. And when you do kiss my ass, please don't be chewing bubblegum when you kissing my ass, because I don't like bubblegum in my ass cheeks, bitch. Thank you. What's good must be? Hey, Telemate. I can't stand to feel the bubblegum up in my ass cheeks. So, Grish, when you do kiss my ass, please make sure you're not chewing no bubblegum. That's all I ask. But so anyway, Lady Nika was over there. It is a lot of ass, Miss B. I know. Child, I know. I already know. But you know, Lady Nika was over there whining and stuff like that, and then I had came through. Summer Breeze, I don't know if you've been acting right long enough. Summer Breeze, I think you gotta act right until 2026, and then I can unblock your main page. But you gotta make it to 2026. What's good, Brandon? Summer Breeze is the type that like to act right for 3 or 4 days, and then she want to be unblocked. We not playing them games over here, Summer Breeze. Summer Breeze, you're gonna have to act right for the next 3 years. That's what you're gonna have to do, Summer Breeze. What's good? Well, looky. If she accepted the money, then she was accepting the conditions you gave it with. Correct. I don't get how so many people on YouTube acting like what I'm saying is a foreign language. It baffles me. J Truth. You want to come up here and talk to me, J Truth? I know that you probably have certain sides that you took, but I would be more than happy to drop the link so that we could have a dialogue. Because this wasn't on me today. This wasn't on me. Nika is mad because I gave Pizarro all that money last night. That's what I think. Now, I'm going to have to say, I'm not always right. I'm not always 100% right. But my perception of everything is that she is upset because I gave Pizarro them cash apps and she didn't get them. My perception is that she was mad. She was mad that I did it. And it's like, girl, please. Then she talking about make money, bitch, make money, wanch. But you jealous of your wanch. Let's start there. Summer Breeze, you don't have to be up in the clouds. You could be up on this this channel right here. You could be right here up in this channel, Summer Breeze. You can. But so I think that Nika is upset with me because of the money I gave Pizarro, which is shocking to me. Ness did a live about it. Truth Enterprise did a live about it. Who else? Jay Wilson. His greedy, hungry ass did a live about it. So many people was doing a live about my money. So many people was. Then so many people want to have an attitude with me because I have a reputable financial institution that I was able to call when I thought that I was scammed. So many people come up on here and be talking about everybody else scamming. This person took this person money or whatever. Well, if I feel like I was scammed because the message is right there up in the cash app. It's right there. It's right there. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's right there in plain black and white. And so the fact that what I sent the money with, that wasn't, the conditions were not returned, then that's whenever I'm like, okay, well, no, I'm going to call you a scammer because you scammed me out of my money. There is no way that I should be able to pay for a service up on this application and then you don't fulfill it and then you think that you could just keep my money. No, bitch. And that still don't mean that I'm hurting for a dime. Sally O'Malley said, I think you lost Cash App Gate when you sent 500. Then they sent 600. Well, and that's the thing. Hold on. Let me put this right here. Then they sent 600. Pizza changed the rules when she said whoever gives the most and not double. Correct. Because when I put the 500, the person, if the person was even real, should have went on ahead and doubled it for the 1,000. That's what you should have been able to do. That's what you should have been able to do. And then this person said, then you change rule from the end of March to May. Well, I wasn't going to send $500 without putting my own stipulation on it. That's the thing, Sally O'Malley. If I'm about to send a motherfucker $500, I'm going to be very precise in my directions about my $500. And unfortunately, even with me being precise and direct about my money, Pizarro did what she wanted to do, but it's currently under investigation, y'all. It is. But so, yeah, Nika was over there complaining. J Truth said, I'm working now, but I completely agree with you. However, I would close my purse from here on out. J Truth, I had told Pizarro after that, I said I would never give that hoe a thing. I don't give a damn if she drowning in the motherfucking Gulf of Mexico because another hurricane done hit Florida. I don't give a damn if the hoe is panting like a dog because she ain't got no electricity in order to have some AC running in hot ass Florida. I don't give a damn. The fact is, I'm not gonna help the hoe. I'm not. What's good, Deborah Mayo? And Nika already know that I don't help her either. And then fake Yaya was over there trying to, y'all, this my thing. I'm about to tell y'all what I already done told y'all. So y'all, I done already told you up in the DMs. So I can at least go ahead and tell these people up on my platform. I believe that Yaya is a turncoat, y'all. For me, initially, my first correspondence with Yaya, she had an issue with me. She had an issue with me, and it was back about 2 or 3 years ago. And me and her used to fight and argue all the time. That's whenever I came up with that song, and I was like, ho, ho, StreamYard ho, you a StreamYard. Use a ho, StreamYard ho. When I came out with that song, I was talking about Yaya and Kimmy. And eventually, Yaya took a liking to Houston Bread because y'all remember, Houston Bread used to be over here a lot. In 2020 and 2021, when Houston Bread was trying to branch off and get her own channel, Houston Bread used to be here a lot. We used to do commentary together. We had a show called Dykes on the Loose that we used to do here. And that's whenever Yaya started coming around and trying to be friendly, trying to be nice. And, you know, you can only take friendliness as much as you can on here. Okay, bye, Mama Cynthia Simpson. She said, I'ma go. I don't believe the other person sent money to knock you down. I believe they are playing in your face. I need receipts. You right, Mama Cynthia. You right. But that's the reason why I'm letting my bank investigate it, y'all. But so, thanks y'all gave me the blues until me and Houston Bread was cool. Then it was a couple of times that I was on Houston Bread's platform when she was just launching her channel. And I had to be on there with Face Yaya. And Houston Bread don't have a messy channel. So she wanted everybody to get along over there. And that's the thing. I like Houston Bread as a person. So I'm not about to come over there and sabotage her channel. If she don't want to have a beef sector channel, then I'm good with that. I'm going to let her do her channel the way that she chooses, y'all. And so that's how me and Faith started conversing. And then I think eventually Faith ended up sending me an Instagram message probably about a year and a half ago. And that's whenever I even knew that she had an Instagram because y'all didn't even know. And so I started conversing with Faith a little bit. But I find it very, very troublesome. And it baffles me quite a bit. Yeah, Miss B. That's whenever I had put that song. But it baffles me that Faith claim that the person who paid Pizarro, now this is what Faith said, y'all. This is what Faith said. The person who paid Pizarro contacted her to let her know that she paid Pizarro. Well, Faith, if the person contacted you, then why not have them send you the receipt so that you could show me? If the person that paid Pizarro contacted you, then why not you go ahead and put it through the Instagram since Pizarro ain't gonna do it? Why not do that? But instead, Faith was up on Nyca's today, acting like I was all wrong for contacting my bank to see about my money because of that transaction that happened with Pizarro. Sally O'Malley ain't blocked. Sally O'Malley ain't blocked. December baby. No, that's what you not listening to me. I'm telling you that Fate's Yaya was saying that the person that was sending the money against me was conversing with her. That's what I'm saying. I would never see a receipt through Pizarro, but I thought that Fate's Yaya was pretty honest. I mean, but that's another thing. You can't even think of people as being honest on here. If Fates is telling me that the person who is bidding me is messaging with her, then why would I not take her word for it, y'all? Why would I not? That's the thing. Even though I was doing the bidding over there with Pizarro's for what I put in my description on the Cash App, Fates had already said that the person had been contacting her. But what I do believe is that they will lie with each other. Miss Claudia, child, let me put Miss Claudia message here. I guess she late. I guess she 27 minutes late to the live. Wait, what? Why did you contact my bank? Why did you contact your bank? Because it's my bank, Miss Claudia. I can contact my bank. Didn't you willingly give your money to Pizarro? No, my cash out receipt actually gave stipulations up in the memo on what my money was going to be for. Pizarro reneged and did not do what I put in my memo. So I did not willingly give any money to anybody without my own stipulations there, and it's on my community wall. But the nerve of you to come up in here and ask me, why did I contact my bank? Because it's my bank. Is it your bank or is it mine? Fuck. People be jumping up in here asking crazy ass shit. J. True said she didn't honor the agreement. Oh, what's good, V Plug? V Plug said, believe 30% of what you see and 2% of what you hear. L7 said, wow, this is the old run the price up and take the other person's money scam. Right. And that's the thing. And that's why today, y'all, I blocked Fake Yaya off my Instagram. Fake Yaya ain't disrespecting me. She ain't cuss me out. She ain't do none of that. But I just found it mighty funny that she claims that she was in touch with the person who was giving the other money. But then she wants to say that I'm in the wrong for contacting my bank about the situation. Hold on, let me put Miss Claudia. Miss Claudia, I'm not upset. Let me know when you hear me crying. Thank you. But so I feel like that they running a whole type of plays because we already knew that Nika was the queen scammer over there. Fake Yaya is being brought up under the tutelage of Lady Nyca. And then Pizarro is right there too. But to be honest, I was thinking that Pizarro wouldn't be a scammer because Brianna is very, very honest. As much as people drag Brianna, y'all, and y'all know I done drug her a whole bunch, I have to say that she is honest. And that's the reason why I think that she might be more likable these days. Because people can see the honesty with her. But Pizarro and Yaya talking about the person was contacting her and all this kind of stuff. But again, these are the things that y'all had no idea that was happening behind the scenes. But this is, at this particular point, that's why I had to block Fakes, y'all, because I'm like, and please like my video, y'all. I had to block Fakes because I'm like, girl, if you claim that you knew the person who was sending the money to compete against me, but then you acting like you good with me, I don't have time for that. I don't. And then I also had posted the receipt, y'all, because Nika swore up and down that I was dragging her kids up in her back chat. If y'all look at my community wall, And if y'all do take the time to look at my latest community wall post, y'all will actually be able to see where the only thing that I mentioned about Nika's kids was I told her that I pray that her kids are treated the way that she treats me. Because what I find very funny is Nika and Faith have kids, adult kids, who are older than I am. They think that it's okay to treat me a certain way, but they'll be ready to fight a bitch if that bitch treated their kids the same way. And I'm like, well, wait a second. Y'all got kids my age or if not older. It's crazy to me that, I think whenever you have a deceased parent, they act like the parent never existed. The fact that they over there with 38-year-old, 39-year-old, 40-year-old children that they'll be ready to fight a bitch behind, but they don't believe that my mama would fight their asses behind me if she was still alive. That baffles me, y'all. And so that's what I had told Nika up in the back chat. And Nika dropped me off. Somebody paid to get me banned and all this kind of crap. All because I said, I pray. And I mean that, y'all. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I pray that somebody treats your kids the way you treat me. And I also said, because she was like, well, what you talking about my kids and stuff? I said, if you are dead, which if we're going to be honest, between Faith and Nika, they both only got so much more time here on this earth. So they really should be mindful how they treating other people's kids. But the thing is, Faith and Nika, both on their last leg, always having a date with Ben. But then you're going to try to mistreat other people's kids? Like you're going to be here forever to see about how people treat your adult kids? And then y'all got grandkids up in the mix too? Please. Please. So that's what I had put back there. And of course, whenever I put it, Nika wanted to act like I was dragging her kids. I ain't dragging her kids. I'm just giving her a dose of reality. Holding a mirror to her face. L7. Hold on, y'all. Had to drink me some water. Child, I was getting parched. But L7, that's not too much. That's just the fact of the matter. That's the fact of the matter. And I think that it's crazy to me how they don't even realize that this is the type of time that they on. Y'all know how people say that people be on borrowed time? Well, if anybody is on borrowed time, it's definitely Nika and Faith. And they got grown-ass kids that they care about and love. So why in the hell do they think that they could try to talk to me any kind of way or try to judge me? But again, I believe that Faith knew something about the money thing. That's why I had to block her, y'all. Because I'm like, if you knew anything about this damn money situation and you said the person was hitting you up about it, but you ain't showing me no receipt about it, then you might be full of shit. You might be full of shit now. You might be. If you're on here all the time being messy and you got grown-ass kids, if you're on here all the time complaining about your ailments and your lupus, you might be full of shit. Grant said, J.Dunn, if you sue her, you are able to find out her identity. Well, my bank is investigating it now, Grant. So hopefully you still up in here. So what I had to do this morning, y'all, because last night when it all transpired and I realized she wasn't going to hold on to her end of the bargain, I first contacted Cash App. Because it was after hours, I had to chat with someone. So I did the Cash App chat. The person recommended for me to contact my bank first thing this morning. So last night I contacted my bank, and luckily they had an after hours number. And I had to get myself put up in the call queue where somebody was going to call me back within an hour. Somebody ended up calling me back within an hour. I talked to him. I explained to him the issue. He said that he was going to put in a dispute on my behalf and for me to double check with them tomorrow, which is today, this morning. And so this morning I got up. I contacted my bank to make sure that the after hours guy put my dispute in, which he said that he did, and he did. And I talked to 4 different people, including a supervisor, regarding this issue, and they are currently investigating it. Then also, I did contact Cash App once again, but this time, because it was daytime hours, I went on ahead and called them instead of chatting with them. So I was able to talk to a man named Max. His name was Max, and he works for Cash App. And he looked into everything to see what could be done. And he said that the best course of action would be for me to have it disputed through the bank. So that's what I'm doing right now. The bank is currently disputing it, but they have to investigate it in order to see. But Grant is correct. Depending on how this investigation goes, I may actually have Pizarro's identity, which I think that that's silly as hell. Because then that was another thing. Because over there on Nika's, Fates was like, well, no, it wasn't Fates. It was ODS. ODS said, well, she ain't gonna put her Cash App in her name. I don't give a damn whose name she put it in. She damn sure ain't gonna put the Cash App in a stranger's name. She gonna put the Cash App in the name of somebody close to her, whether it's her husband, whether she over there putting Cash Apps in her kids' names with their social security number, whether she putting it in her mama name, her daddy name, whoever's name. Either way, it's somebody that she putting. And so once the dispute happens, then I just have to see what happens from there. But I think it's crazy to me that instead of her refunding me, because she knows she didn't do what she said that she was going to do. Grant, it's so many things that Pizarro is actually doing wrong in this circumstance, but they don't see it. Not only is it bank fraud, which you are correct, even though Grish said I'm frauding the bank. How I'm frauding the bank? I paid for a service that was not rendered. Grish said I'm frauding the bank. Pizarro might have her Cash App up in other people's names and things like that. But then also, y'all, the fact is now they all up on YouTube talking about it's gambling. Well, since when did YouTube deem Pizarro to be a casino? Since when did YouTube say that Pizarro can be a casino where people could play with money? What's good, Don Play? Hey, Sagittarius Queen. I even know some YouTube channels that try to do bingo. And they can't even do bingo on here like that. What's good, Thugger Thugger? Thugger Thugger says, salute Auntie J.Dunn. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Lady Nika was mad at me for calling ODS and calling Dwayne uncle. What's good? You gotta chill? Let me see. And you gotta chill. I think you got me blocked too. You need to check your block list because even whenever you comment under my videos, I'm never able to respond to you because I think you got me blocked. But thank you for supporting. Please like the video. Let me see what Thugger Thugger said. So Thugger Thugger said, what were you talking about when it came to Face and playing in Pizarro's face? Because me and Face communicate behind the scenes. That's why I was just explaining on here. Me and Face talk on Instagram. And a lot of the times, during the times that we are on these panels together, we are communicating on Instagram. So that's what I meant by that. Even Face told me that the person who was giving Pizarro the money to challenge me was messaging her And I honestly feel like, well, if that was in truly a fact, if that was truly a fact, then Faith should have been able to tell me about that, but she didn't. So that's what I meant by playing in her face. Because a lot of the time, some of the topics that we speak about on Pizarro's, and I'll be right there on the panel with Faith, Faith already know my opinion about it. She already know. Because I done already spoke to her about it. What's good, sparkling water and everybody? I done already spoke to her about it through Instagram. And so, in my opinion, when we on the panel together, and she acting like it's new information to her in front of them, that's playing in their face. Like, if you already know that I don't like so and so, I already done said this about that one or the third, then why act surprised and shocked on the panel because they are hearing it? Why? So that's what I meant by that. What's good, Miss Mimi Washington? She definitely should have gave you your money back. But I wouldn't have sent that type of money knowing who the other person was. Well, that's the thing. Fates was telling me that it was the actual person. Fate said that the person was corresponding with her, y'all. But this is how I know that it could have very well been a scheme, as far as Pizarro could have been making up somebody else giving money. But then if I have Fates being a real person and not a troll saying, oh yeah, the person let me know about the money and all this, then okay, then I'm going to trust Fates. But at this point, I know that I don't need to trust Fates, and that's why I had to go ahead and block her. What's good, Room Shaker? Room Shaker! Pizarro scammed me out of $850 last night. So that's what I'm talking about. Thugger said, you called out Jay Wilson for the same thing. How he acted different compared to YouTube. Correct, Thugger. And that's my thing, because I'm like, why in the hell do these people even care to get mixed up with me, or care to be up in my DMs, or care to be able to call or text me whenever they want to, if you're going to act like this? Why do that? But I chalk that up to me thinking that because they are older people, that I should expect more. Like, or at least when it comes to Fates and Jay Wilson, that I should expect more. But that's my problem for having a high expectation. What's good in the car reloaded? Hey, dog, baby. Oh, yeah, it was 850. And that's why I had to go ahead and contact my bank about it. Because that was one thing, too. Y'all, Ness thought she was dragging me last night, trying to say that I spent my rent money on it. No, I didn't spend no rent money. But it's the principle of people thinking that they could do that. Because Pizarro has come on here and begged about 2 or 3 times. And people, including myself, what's good, Miss T Velocity? What's good, Just Blaze? People, including myself, came out of our pockets to help her ass when she was on here crying. And that was my thing, because I'm like, if you are that much of a dishonest person, to where I sent the cash out for one thing, and I put it specifically, you accepted it, but didn't do what I specifically put it for, then the next time you get on here crying and begging, I'm not going to help you. And what's crazy to me as well is that plenty of people say, you know, J.Dunn, you immature, J.Dunn, you evil, this, that, and the third. I try to have a heart for some of these people up on here. Peoples, I said I got scammed. I already said that. Hold on, let me put your comment so that people can see this. I think I already said that. I think I put it on my community wall last night. I think I've been on about 2 panels speaking about it. I've said that. So I don't know what your comment is about, but catch up, peepers, or not peepers, peoples, catch up. Let me see. Nicole said your services weren't rendered. I agree, and that's why I said. Dr. Soapy said falls under the threshold amounts, even for a credit union bank. And let me see. Sally O'Malley said, I ain't did you know. Hold on. I ain't did you nothing. Natural Bay, you got. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. What's good, Trina? And people's said, how did you fall for that scam? I just did, but don't worry, I have a credible financial institution that I went on ahead and called this morning. That's how. And also, how did I fall for that scam? The same way you felt for this block. Bye. But yeah, so Fates has said that she is able to confirm that it was another person that was doing the bidding with me. But now I'm starting to double think that, y'all. I don't believe it now. Could very well be. Could very well be, y'all, that Fates was up in the Instagrams allowing me to believe. Well, she didn't send me a message, but as far as just making it believable that there was somebody, because she kept saying, even on the panel, she was like, oh, that person just contacted me about it and all this. But when people try to run a scam with multiple people, it can be done. But I wanted to come on here and just say that. And I just think that Nika whines too much, because as soon as I got there, because ODS had mentioned me, I wouldn't even bother Nika. Nika got mad with me because I called ODS uncle. No, Grant. But Fates Yaya said that she knew who did it. Fates Yaya said that she knew who outbid me. That's what Fates Yaya said. Fates Yaya said she knew who outbid me, who was sending the money and all this kind of stuff. But meanwhile, I'm sure she don't talk to Pizarro through Instagram, but she talked to me through Instagram regularly. So if you can't tell me who outbidded me up in the thing, then why do I need to be associating with you? Sophie said the banks will even freeze their account under investigation. Well, it's surely being investigated. That's for a fact. I put that on my mama, and I don't even put stuff on my mama. So at this point, I just got to wait to see how the investigation is going to go. Nicole Reloaded said, okay, Miss T Velocity. You know I ain't got no choice but to be good these days, Miss T Velocity. I ain't got no choice. Otherwise, I'm gonna be hemmed up somewhere. So you know I gotta be good, Miss T Velocity. But you enjoy the rest of your day at work or whatever project you working on or whatever. But you know, I gotta be good. I ain't got no choice now. Nicole Reloaded said, if the game was bidding, the term auction should be used. If it was a bidding war. See what it was. What it was, Nicole Reloaded. I was up there up on the panel. Somebody tried to pay for me to get off. I said, well, if they're going to pay for me to get off, then I'd rather just pay to keep myself back up here. So I paid to keep myself back up there. Then the next time, I told Pizarro, I said, well, if they paying to get me off of here, then let me pay to get Ness off. So I had paid Pizarro to get Ness off. Then the person tried to come and double or triple what I did. No, Ness, I'm not unblocking you. Stop it. So then the person had tried to double or triple what I put for Ness to get put off of there. And so at that point, I sent Pizarro the cash app with the message that said that this is going to be for Ness to be off of there until May. That's all I asked. To May. Then looked up and Ness was right up there. Still, Ness dropped down, came right back, dropped down, came right back, dropped down, came right back. Ness, you got me blocked on your channel. What makes you think that you could come over here and think you're going to get unblocked? Yeah, they investigating the Queen Sanity. Thank you for asking, Queen Sanity. They investigating it. But it all started because Pizarro had invited me to be up there because she wanted to play another video. And y'all know that Pizarro don't have another device. You do have me blocked. Ness, you need to tell whoever it is blocking on your channel to stop doing it. Because we had this problem before you went to rehab. Remember whenever everybody was able to type up in your channel except for me? Everybody was able to type in your channel except for me. And even with me supporting your channel, I would switch different accounts and all that to try to support your channel, to check on you and type up in your comments. And finally, I was unblocked and you let somebody block me again. So I don't know. Oh, let me see what Sally O'Malley said. Oh, Faye said the bidder was in the chat. Did you watch the chat to see? No, I wasn't watching the chat. No, Sally, I wasn't watching any chat. Well, I don't know what it is, Ness, but that's why you blocked right here. So I could see you in the StreamYard, but that's about it. And now that I know that I could see you in the StreamYard, I might have to go ahead and block you out of here because I don't want to see you up in my chat, Ness. If I can't be up in your chat, then I don't want to see you. Ness, if I don't want to see you up in my chat, you should be able to respect my wishes about that. You should be respecting me. But let me see. Once she accepted the 500, she agreed to the terms of keeping Ness off the panel. She did. She did agree to it. She did agree to it. But then she let Ness be up there like 4-5 times. And just like what I told my bank, that's not what I paid for. This hoe tried to do a whole bait and switch. What's good, Guardo? This hoe tried to do a whole bait and switch. You can't bait and switch me. She might be that hard up for it, Lord Karma. I'm not sure. Sally O'Malley, I mean, Ness get on my nerves. I'm tired of her. You know, she say that I'm so obsessed with her and stalking her. I don't even know what she is doing up in my chat. Let's start there. It's funny to me how women stay saying that I'm stalking them and harassing them, but then they show up in my chat as soon as I'm live. How does that work? How does that work? Sharika Chicago said, so do you and Ness like each other, or are y'all enemies? Ness is Ness. If I honestly could do it all over again, I would have gave Ness the money because I'm sure she needed it more. But then whenever I look at Ness and Pizarro, no matter who would have got the money, both of them would have spent it on weed. So that's the thing that I really have to toggle with in my mind, y'all. Like, Ness might would have bought her a new bed with the money, but they both would have just spent it on weed. Because that's what they like to do. If anything, I probably should have gave the money to Brianna. I think Brianna would have been the best person to give the money to. That's what I think. They would. Now, they would have spent it on weed. That's one thing. Whenever I do try to send Brianna something every now and then, which it ain't often, but whenever I do, I know that Brianna ain't going to spend it on weed. Brianna might go and use the money for a school textbook. Brianna might go and use the money to go get her some hair for her some more micro braids. Brianna might use the money so that she could what else she be doing over there? So she could put another painting on her wall, because she love to put shit up on her wall and stuff. But she like to be decorating. Brianna might have used the money for some candles. I wasn't told who the person was, December baby, because they told me the person was up in the chat. So I guess it's up to me to replay the entire live and look in the chat to see who was typing. So that's the only thing I could think of. What's good, YouTube cameras? I don't know if I didn't speak to you before. My bad if I didn't. But yeah, y'all, so that's just the bottom line of that. And y'all like my video. It's funny how y'all be jam-packed up in here like y'all up in the club, but y'all don't want to like the damn video. If I get up off this motherfucker and I only got 20 likes up on here, I'm going to be mad. Miss B said, oh, they deleted that comment. It could be deleted because they did tell me that the person was up in the chat. They told me. Okay, thank you, YouTube cameras. I'm trying to be respectful. Giselle X said, CCs are confusing. They claim not to like each other, but keep viewing. When I don't like them, I don't watch. If they jump on the panel and they are not my cup of tea, I click off. Well, Giselle X, I have to be honest. I do not like this heat at all. But Ness, it's not any type of jealousy. But I will definitely watch your video to see if y'all gonna argue and cuss each other out. I mean, that's just what I do. I mean, I was listening to Honest Road the other morning. He was talking about the stories. And to be honest, now that Ness is fooling with this heat, it's like the Young and the Restless. That's what it looked like to me. The Young and the Restless. Where they gonna get on there and pretend to be nice with each other, and eventually somebody gonna call somebody a bitch, and then they gonna start cussing each other out and say motherfucker this and motherfucker that. And so that's why I tune in. That's why I tune in. Ashley said, how did the lady get Yaya number? Well, I only converse with Yaya through Instagram. I only converse with Yaya through Instagram. So the only times that I've talked on the phone with Yaya is through Instagram. Because, in Instagram, you could do a video chat with somebody, or you could just chat with the regular telephone. And so that's the only way that I've conversed with her. But it could very well be a person who might have her number. I don't know. But I just find it odd and suspicious. And I would not be myself if I didn't come out here and say what I really thought about this. What I really thought about this matter. And thank you, Karma. I saw you was letting me know the likes and stuff. Actually, it could have been a play. It could have. No, December baby. It was $850. Must be. My Instagram is The Last Done. Just like what you see in the bottom corner. The Last Done. But no, I gave $850. $500 was just one lump sum. Oh no, I disputed it all. I think in one cash out was $50, one cash out was $100, one cash out was $200, and then one cash out was $500. So when you add all of that together, it's $850. Hey, love. But yeah, y'all. So that's the games that they out here playing. So I just thought that I should make y'all aware of it, and I thought that I should discuss it. I mean, hell, y'all didn't have nothing else to do. I mean, I don't think y'all had nothing else to do with be over there with Lady Nika while she over there lying. What's good, misunderstood? What's good? But Miss B, why did you leave whenever I called you Auntie Miss B? Now let me check you for doing that bullshit. When I called you Auntie Miss B in the back chat, why in the hell did you leave? I can't call you Auntie Miss B? I mean, hell. We got Auntie Patricia Moore, Auntie Must Be, Auntie Rita, Auntie YouTube Cameras, Auntie Sally O'Malley, Auntie Misunderstood. All of these aunties up in here. So, Miss B, when I called you Auntie Miss B, why you have to leave? No, don't be my auntie on my platform. Don't abandon me. What's good, Dwayne? Don't abandon me, auntie. Whenever I called you auntie, and then now you talk about I could be your that you could be my auntie. No, But what's good, Uncle Dwayne? How you doing? What's good, Auntie Newbie? Auntie Newbie. Easter right around the corner. I know you're gonna make some gumbo, Auntie Newbie. I might have to stop by to get me a bowl of gumbo, Auntie Newbie. But you know, I'm trying to do the keto diet, so just don't put no rice in my gumbo, Auntie Newbie. Cause I mean, all this auntie uncle shit. And even with that, Lady Nika Lady Nika got mad at me because I was making a joke about the fact that her and Pretty Chocolate Girl the same age, and they called Pretty Chocolate Girl called her auntie. And then only for the next day, she turned around and fell out with Pretty Chocolate Girl. Ain't that crazy? What's good, Antonio? Well, you know, I like rice up in my gumbo, Miss B, but I'm trying to do the keto. So if Auntie Miss B, Auntie Miss B, if Auntie Newbie do the gumbo for Easter, I just need her to know that I don't need that rice like that. I don't need it. So that's all I'm trying to let her know. But yeah, y'all, it's crazy how these people are. But anyway, Lady Nika and Pretty Chocolate Girl ended up falling out the next day, y'all. After Lady Nika got so offended because I couldn't understand. Because, I mean, if Pretty Chocolate Girl is 48 years old and Lady Nika is 50, why is Pretty Chocolate Girl calling her auntie again? Let me really put it in perspective for y'all so that y'all can understand my thought process. Because sometimes people don't understand my thought process or my point of view. What's good, and the thing is, but if Pretty Chocolate Girl is 48 years old and Lady Nika is 50, then why is Pretty Chocolate Girl calling her auntie? That I don't get that. I don't get it. Then they want to be mad. Then they want to be mad because I started calling Brianna auntie. I called Pizarro auntie. They say I can't call them auntie. I called Dwayne and ODS uncles today. I called them Uncle Dwayne. And they got mad. How are you gonna get mad though? Patricia, I know she up in her late 40s. I'm just not sure where at in the 40s. I calculated 48, but I know she in the late 40s, I think. Mid to late 40s. Well, Uncle Dwayne, you saw how they was trying to get me down? I'm like, damn. Like, can I at least come here and say hey to Uncle Dwayne now? Shit. I just came to say hey to Uncle Dwayne now. But anyway, y'all, let me get my ass up off of here. You know, YouTube cameras, I didn't think that I was disrespecting anybody. It wasn't like I was calling people bitches and hoes. I wasn't talking crazy about nobody. But people just got mad because I got an uncle named Dwayne, aka Shady Blue, and I had an uncle named ODS. I got an auntie named Pizarro. Got another auntie named Brianna. I got another auntie Ness, but I just had to block auntie Ness about this motherfucking chat. I honestly had to I had to block Ness and her lip about the chat. Unfortunately, my auntie Ness and my auntie Ness lip, I had to block them out. And so, you know, I guess what's good for the goose, good for the gander, y'all. Oh yeah, auntie must be too. Auntie must be. But J Truth, I do have an Uncle Ness. I do have an Uncle Ness. But ain't it crazy how people get bent out of shape? People get people be getting bent out of shape. Look, chill. People be getting bent out of shape by what I said. I don't have no bestie up on here. Natural Bay. I don't have no bestie. Yep. My uncle Dwayne said that I'm his favorite nephew. He said he loved his nephew Jake. And even my uncle Dwayne, look, we had a horrible past in the past. And hell, my uncle Dwayne sometimes be trying to turn on me for Lady Nika. If we're gonna be honest, but that's just like whenever your uncle gotta give you a whooping in front of your grandma. They just do it. And so then you just have to be like, okay. But plenty of times, my uncle Dwayne tried to show out in front of Lady Nika because that's like his grandma's song. I don't know. So he do that. You don't have to spank me. Not in front of Lady Nika. No, you don't need to spank me. But either way, y'all, thank y'all for joining me. Like the video. If y'all catching a replay, like the video. Y'all, let me go ahead and get Zulu situated because he been up in his bassinet. He was sleeping while I was doing this live, but now he don't woke up, y'all. So let me see what he want to do for the rest of the day. Y'all take care, be blessed, don't stress, and I'll talk to y'all later.